proclaim all these words. He said, obey my voice, but they did not obey. This is now up to verse 8. They did not obey or incline their ear, but everyone walked in the stubbornness of his evil heart. So I brought on them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, and they did not do. So unless you know what was going on in Deuteronomy and in Exodus, what he said, and if you break these laws, this is what's going to happen. He says, don't get mad at me now. I had warned you. He says in verse 7, I earnestly warned your fathers. And if they didn't warn you and all the generations down through it, I'm sorry, but I warned them and I told them. Even Moses made them memorize a song about it so that they wouldn't forget. He says, you need to know that you were warned. By the way, all of you that read this book, you have been warned on what happens in your life and where you are going or not going based on your choices. Because remember, the reason we exist is to make choices, right? The teaching I did on that, making decisions, is the reason you exist. But they did not obey or incline. In other words, it wasn't in them, so they had to make an effort to incline their ear. See, you're all used to the magic wand theory. You know, you make an altar call, you come and find out about Messiah, and then he does everything else for you, and you don't have to incline yourself. You have not lost any of your personal responsibility when you came to Messiah. It just became more important because now you understand the meaning of it. You know, I've said this a lot. Maybe I should say it again. When Messiah died and was resurrected, that did one important thing. It did a lot of things. I'm going to point to one important thing. It made what you do matter. Torah observance meant nothing until that moment. Anything you did didn't matter until that moment because what you did was still going to end up in death. So what he did was not do away with the law, he made it matter. He didn't do away with anything, he made everything you do matter. Because now there was an opportunity for life. And by the way, it was retroactive to the beginning of creation. That moment could have happened at any moment. It didn't mean that the people before he did it are just like out of luck. Okay? But everything they did made them heroes in Hebrews 11, right? These are the heroes. By faith, this one did this, and by faith, this one did that. And it was pointless because it was before he died. No. It only had meaning because he died and was resurrected. Now all they did, now they're awaiting the promises. Because it says none of them received the promises. They're all waiting on us and all to receive it together.